Hey lovely viewers, grab a seat because what you're about to hear is not just heartwarming, it's absolutely unforgettable. Whether you're a longtime fan of Lee Min-ho, a true admirer of song Hye Kyo, or just someone who believes in powerful love stories, this moment is going to leave you speechless. Get ready because what happened just recently between Lee Min-ho and song Hye Kyo is something that fans, media, and even fellow celebrities are still trying to fully grasp. It was a moment so pure, so emotional, and so unexpected that people who were present couldn't hold back their own tears, and neither could Lee Min-ho himself. Picture this: a quiet, softly lit private room in an upscale medical facility in Seoul. Lee Min-ho, dressed simply in a plain black hoodie and jeans, walked in, trying to maintain a calm demeanor. No flashing cameras, no security entourage, just a man who was about to see something that would change his life forever. With every step he took, his heart pounded louder. His mind raced faster, and though he tried to keep it together, the emotion in his eyes was already evident. Song Hye Kyo, radiant and glowing in the most natural way, sat waiting with a small envelope in her hand. An envelope that held more than just an image. Held a future. Held a promise. It held love in its rawest form. Their baby boy's ultrasound scan. And when she handed it to him, without saying a word, everything in Lee Min-ho's world came to a pause. He took the envelope with shaky hands, his fingers trembling as he opened it and pulled out the photo. A grainy black and white scan, just an ordinary image to the untrained eye, but to him, it was everything. He stared at it. His eyes scanned every curve, every detail of the tiny life growing inside the woman he loves. And then he did something that shocked everyone in the room. He broke down. Tears started to flow. Silent at first, but soon uncontrollable. His knees buckled slightly and he sat down, unable to stand under the weight of the emotions crashing over him like a tidal wave. Song Hye Kyo didn't speak. She simply moved closer and wrapped her arms around him, her own eyes filling with tears, not because she was sad, but because she saw the depth of what he was feeling. The man known for his strength, his calm composure, his global fame. At that moment he was just a man who had just seen the face of his future for the very first time. Now, fans have long speculated about what's been going on behind the scenes between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo. Since their very first public appearance together, the chemistry was undeniable. But even so, no one expected this. Their journey together has been kept private for the most part, avoiding paparazzi, remaining silent on social media, and letting their love story unfold away from the public eye. But this moment, the ultrasound photo, was something that no amount of privacy could hide. It was simply too real, too emotional, and too monumental not to be shared with the world. So how did this moment come to be? Let's rewind a bit, shall we? You, our wonderful viewers, deserve the full picture. It all started several months ago when fans noticed that Lee Min-ho was spending an unusual amount of time away from public engagements. Not just that, but he was seen entering and leaving Song Hye Kyo's neighborhood multiple times. Rumors sparked naturally, but both stars remained silent. Then came the exclusive photos from a private beach in Jeju Island where the couple was seen walking hand in hand, laughing like two teenagers in love. At the time, their agencies dismissed the rumors as friendly meetings, but fans weren't buying it. Then came the telltale signs. Song Hye Kyo being spotted at maternity clinics, often wearing oversized clothes, always accompanied by a close friend or assistant. She never confirmed anything. Lee Min-ho stayed completely silent. But behind that silence, something extraordinary was happening. They weren't just hiding a relationship. They were nurturing a new chapter, one that would soon introduce a new life into the world. And it all culminated in that magical moment in the clinic, when Lee Min-ho held his baby boy's scan in his hands. Let's take a moment to imagine what might have been running through Lee Min-ho's mind in that emotional outburst. For years, he's been the heartthrob of millions. A man whose life has been broadcasted, dissected, and judged by the world. He's played roles that made us laugh, cry, and dream. But this moment, this wasn't a role. This wasn't a drama. This was real. This was him confronting the fact that he was going to be a father. And not just any father, but the father of a child with a woman he has cherished so deeply and privately. Our hearts go out to him, not in pity, but in celebration. Because few people get to experience a moment so raw, so transformative, and so genuinely soul-stirring. And let's not forget Song Hye Kyo in all of this. A woman who has been through her own storms, her own heartbreaks, and her own path to rediscovering love. To see her sitting there, watching the man she loves crumble into tears while holding their child's scan, it must have been an experience she will never forget. A validation of all the choices she made. A beautiful reminder that real love is patient, it's kind, and sometimes it's quiet. Now, dear viewers, we know you must be feeling all sorts of emotions hearing this. Some of you are probably crying right now, others are smiling with warmth, and some of you are just stunned. That's the power of love. It moves you in ways words can't explain. And we're here to let you know that this love story is only just beginning. After the scan moment, sources close to the couple revealed that Lee Min-ho asked for a few minutes alone. He wanted to gather himself. But instead of leaving the room, he just sat there, still holding the scan, whispering to it like he was speaking to his unborn son. Words like, "I'm going to protect you," and "I already love you more than anything," were overheard. When Hye Kyo finally approached him again, he simply said, "He's going to look like you, I just know it." Later that evening, the couple reportedly had a quiet dinner at home, surrounded by close friends. No fancy celebrations, no media, just the people who matter. There was laughter, there were more tears, and there was overwhelming joy. And for the first time, Lee Min-ho toasted not to success, not to career milestones, but to family, to new beginnings, to the little life that was now at the center of everything. We've also learned that Lee Min-ho has already started preparing a nursery in their home. According to insiders, he's gone above and beyond, designing the space himself, choosing neutral tones, adding stars on the ceiling, and even installing a mini music system to play classical melodies for the baby. Hye Kyo, on the other hand, is taking it day by day, focusing on her health and soaking in every beautiful moment of her pregnancy. Their shared journey into parenthood has been one of quiet anticipation, gentle steps, and deep love. So what happens next? Will they finally come out to the public and share this news themselves? Will there be an official announcement, a baby shower, a wedding? Or will they continue to live in this magical bubble of love and privacy, away from the prying eyes of the world? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world has just witnessed a chapter so beautiful, it could have only been written by fate itself. And you, our amazing viewers, were the first to feel the heartbeat of that moment through this story. So let's take a moment to truly appreciate the beauty of this journey. Think of the sacrifices both of them made, the fears they had to overcome, and the trust they placed in each other. Lee Min-ho, a man admired by millions, showing vulnerability like never before. And Hye Kyo, a woman of grace and strength, finding her happiness again in the most unexpected place. Together, they've shown us what love really means. It's not just flowers, dates, or social media posts. It's the silent promises, the shared glances, and yes, even the tears over a scanned photo. We know you're probably overwhelmed by now. Maybe you're replaying the scene in your head, imagining Lee Min-ho holding that tiny black and white photo, his eyes filled with tears. Maybe you're imagining their baby boy growing up, loved beyond measure, guided by two parents who would do anything for him. And maybe, just maybe, you're reminded that love in its purest form still exists. To all of you who've stuck around to hear this story from beginning to end, thank you. You're not just viewers, you're part of a growing family who believes in the magic of real love. Whether you're a fan of K-dramas, a hopeless romantic, or someone looking for a little bit of hope in the world, this story is for you. And who knows, the next time we share an update, it might just be about Lee Min-ho holding his newborn baby boy for the very first time. Can you imagine that smile, that first cry, that tender first touch? We'll be here to share it with you when it happens. So stay tuned, stay in love, and always believe in the moments that make your heart pause and your soul weep, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming beauty of life. Because as we've just witnessed, sometimes the smallest image can bring the biggest emotions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video if your heart was touched. Until next time, stay safe, stay kind, and keep believing in love's most unexpected miracles.